Well, here we are live once again on this Tuesday. Dee Speaks You Think about sex, life, and relationships right here on Rolling Out Live. You all, I am so excited about this day because this is a day that we have never seen before, and you all have no idea who is sitting right here before me. It's a black couple. I call it a black couple revolution because they are so live together behind the scenes. But I'm bringing them out today. I'm bringing them out. Renee and Coakley, how are you?
We're good.
Y'all good? Y'all good? Give me a little bit more volume. Give me a little bit more pep. Y'all good?
We good.
Let's do our little TSP thing. Y'all good?
We good.
Oh my God. We was having some good conversations, you all, and we're gonna just get right into it because we know when Dee speaks, you're really gonna think about some stuff, But I want you all to take a minute right now before we get into it and share this with someone and tell them you gotta tune in right here on Rolling Out Live, because we got a lot of couples who are living together, working together, doing business together. They sleeping together. They doing a lot of things together, but we don't get into the really crust and the details about how they do it.
That's true.
All right. And so I'm going to get in y'all business today. Y'all going to be out there in social media. Everybody going to know the real deal.
Yes.
Are y'all with me?
We're with
Are
you.
y'all ready?
I'm ready.
But before we get into it, I want you all to tell them who is who is Cal and Renee Coakley, and what do you all do from a business standpoint?
You want to do that? Go ahead. All right. Okay. We're Cal and Renee Coakley. We are co-owners of Coakley Financial Group, which is an award-winning insurance company.
Oh, wow. I like that. Award-winning.
Award-winning.
Yeah,
That's right. We actually educate families on the importance of life insurance because especially in our community, a lot of times we don't have any insurance at all. So just so that, they know that it's an opportunity for them to be able to build a legacy, to be able to leave generational wealth, and actually think about that. So that's what we do. We go out there and we educate families. But then we also have another brand.
Woo!
That's right. Okay, and I also wanted to talk about, we also teach agents how to create wealth by selling life insurance as well.
That's right.
With the Coakley Financial Group. But we do have a brand that's called the Close-In Academy.
Ah.
Yes, where we actually believe that sales is a teachable skill. Now, everyone sells, believe it or not. And some people believe that, hey, I can't sell anything, and sale is a teachable skill, and that's what we do over there. We're also rolling out some products as well, which is called a flashcard, sales objections, and we'll talk more about that later if you like.
Everybody in sales.
Everybody.
Every day I wake up, I'm selling myself.
You are. You are. Like,
Now the key is, Cal, am I closing some deals?
That's right. You can sell, but you got to
I got to be able to close it. I think I'm a closer more than a seller. I just go right in, Cal. I go right in. I ain't that fluffy person. Hey, how are you? Look, let me tell you what's going on. This is what you need. You know what I mean?
But with sales, there's steps.
Okay, all right. Okay, see, I missed the steps.
There's steps, yes.
Okay.
You got to take some steps. Certain people will tell you right up front, tell me what it is. I love those kind of clients. And then those kind of clients just go straight in.
Yeah.
But most people, you got to warm them up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm going to learn from you today. Because foreplay ain't my forte. Trust me on that one. We're talking about sex, life, and relationships, right? Foreplay is not my forte. I just need to get right in. But let's take this first part of this segment because I'm going to get to y'all. Okay, I'm going to get to y'all because y'all some dynamic people. But I do understand that you all have a great, I don't want to say job, but work ahead of you. Okay, you are actually educating in our community about the necessity for life insurance. Now I know because a lot of us don't believe in it, and for me, I have buried loved ones that I had to come out of pocket because they didn't have any life insurance, and then I've had loved ones that when I did get life insurance on them, they got pissed off with me, like you trying to make my mama die. I'm so serious. Help me understand the mindset behind all that.
And that's exactly one of the things that we're trying to do is to change that mindset. You know, it's a myth that if you plan for your death or you plan for your family, because that's exactly what you're doing, because you'll no longer be here. It's the loved
It's
ones
the
that are
loved ones.
left behind that you're actually taking care of. And, you know, like a mother or like a father, you know, you plan for your children, you plan for their future, you plan for their weddings. You know, why not plan for the worst day of their life? And that's the day when you're no longer there. So if you educate them on a point of, you know, it's a myth that we plan for this or talk about this, that it's going to happen. It's going to happen anyway.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's like, why not go ahead and make those plans ahead of time? So that's kind of what we try and do. And we talk about it from a legacy or even a wealth building aspect as opposed to, you know, it's taboo to talk about death. I mean, we're all going to die.
We don't realize that we were born to die.
Yes.
Yeah, we were born
Yes.
to die, you know.
Yes.
But why is that such a subject that you think is so difficult for us? I mean, because we don't want to face truth, the fear of it. Cal, talk about that. What's in that?
A lot of it is fear.
Okay.
Fear because nobody wants to die, really. We know we're going to die.
Okay.
Nobody wants to. So when you start to talk about death, it's uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So most people are very uncomfortable about talking about it. You know, I'll sit with families, and one of the other spouses would leave. Say, I don't want to talk. You just handle everything, and I'll sign.
Are you serious?
Yes.
So it's just is that typically the woman or the man?
It's both sometimes.
Both sometimes,
But
yeah.
mostly it's the guy.
Okay. Yeah.
Most of the women, they're like, yeah, we need to get this, honey. We need to get this. You know.
The wife probably said, "We need to get this because you about to die, and I want to get my money." You know. Yeah.
But you know, you do experience with some guys, but most of the time, females are on top of it. I enjoy working with women because when it comes to this, they're on top of it. My mom did it. You know, I need to get this done for my family. So they, you know, and then some of them had a loss.
Yeah.
And they don't want to experience that loss again. You know, and they had to come out of pocket. Same thing you said. They don't want to go through that.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
we need to plan this.
You know, this talk is everything that I do. It's about life and relationships, and I think that we do so much, but we don't go into the core of who we are. So, Cal, I want you to talk about it from a man's perspective because it is difficult for men not only to talk about that, but to talk about a lot of things in life. You know what I mean? You all just y'all weird. No, you all. You all are dynamic. Y'all are great, but you just don't want to deal with the internal things of life. Talk about that. Be a man right now. Yeah.
A lot of it with us, we're wired a little different than women. Women doesn't mind talking about anything. I mean, you guys would get together and have long conversations. We're guys who get together, shake hands, play ball, and won't even talk. You know. So again, it's ego too. You know, a lot of us guys have that ego thing. It's macho. Nah, I don't want to talk about it. Some people say bury me, and some of the guys say put me in the backyard. I say, so we can't. Yeah, it's against the law. All right?
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Save me some money.
You can't do that. So mostly it's ego and again education, not being fully educated. You know, sometimes we as guys, that ego say, "Well, I know it. I know this how it works." No. You know, sometimes we don't want to listen.
Yeah.
So a lot of it is not listening, education, and the ego that gets in front of it.
Yeah. And I find that even, I mean, from a spiritual life and relationship perspective, you know, you talk to women, but men just don't want to sit down and deal with anything, you know, but we are still having to stand in the gap, and we want you all to talk to us, but now it causes us emotional drainage and depletion because we could do it, but we want you all there. We want you there. What methods are you all taking to educate?
One of the things that we do is that when we sit down with families, we have a presentation book. We tell them what it costs. You know, it's real inexpensive, believe it or not. It's less than a cup of coffee a day.
Wow.
Especially if you go in the the other companies.
Sure. Yeah.
$7, $8, way less than that.
And they even taking families there.
Yeah.
Kids getting coffee.
So it's way. So sometimes again, most of these education because they think it's very expensive. I mean, you can get somebody paying a $50 premium a month, you know, and get enough to put them away. Because you know, we're not trying to leave a big. You know, most people don't have a lot of money to spend out every month.
Correct.
So we say, you know, you can go ahead and just pay $50 a month, and you can get enough to put you away. So a lot of it is educating them, telling them what's the cost of the burial, you know, what it's going to cost for cremation, things of that nature.
Now, do they see you all working like this as a couple? Do they see? I mean, does it have an impact on your clientele when they see you all working together as a couple? When they see this black man and woman, when they see you operating as one, does it really?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, because this is rare right here. I'm gonna tell you, this is rare.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like
That's
it.
because y'all in it. I'm telling you. Look, this is. Look, I'm a spiritual life and relationship coach, so I talk to people from a relational standpoint. And you can live together, be together, sleep together, but you don't know who you're sleeping with, and you don't know who you're living with. And that's the truth. A lot of couples are just going through the motion. They have emotionally shut down. The man's mind is off in a cave. Here's the money, pay the bills. You have sex when you're a little horny, but you keep on going. And most of their energy is external, not internal. So that's why I asked the question, when they see you all, how do you see you being an impact as a couple doing this from a business standpoint?
I know a lot of our agents really love it.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I don't realize that we're a phenomenon, or it's not usual, but they'll get excited. They're like, yeah, you guys work so well together. Or even when we do our presentations, we just kind of vibe off of each other, and it just works better that way. There's some things that he's really good at. There are other things that I'm better at. So I guess maybe I haven't really even thought about that, but I mean, we've gone into homes together and done presentations, and that was. Yeah, it was
husband and wife.
Wow.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. And I think that's a key ingredient that you really can't sell, but it opens up the door for sales.
Yes.
Because I think in our society where we were made to be man and woman, we were made to be relational, we were made to represent, and you do a great job representing this man. The woman was made. She make you look good, Cal. Is that why you got her?
That's why I closed the deal.
Did you close the deal? I'm going to come back to how you closed the deal on this one right here. I want to hear the story of how you closed the deal, But I think that there's such a thirst in our community for a great representation of man and woman. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And when you all are jiving and having that personality and you're doing it, it really sends messages that makes people want to hear you. I think anybody can sell a product, but everybody can't sell themselves.
wow.
They can't sell themselves because you're not trying to do it. You all are just flowing. It's just an energy, your personality, your kindness, your genuineness, your friendship,
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Look at that. Look how your face lit up.
We were friends first.
Yeah,
we were friends first.
Yeah.
So it's, and I think that's what really has made this relationship work, is that we were friends.
Okay.
So it's like he was able, and that's how
What?
look, I had to look over and roll my eyes because that's how he started this.
Is that how you knew what you was doing, Cal?
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
I was
You
like,
know what you was doing?
I was like, I'm not
She
looking.
walked in the house, I know she was mine.
Oh, did you? I want you to talk about that. How did you know? Because talk to me. Somebody see me. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know?
I know because her uncle, I met her through her uncle,
Mm-hmm.
and I knew her uncle, and she had just moved to town. I said, "Who's that?" He brought her over. I just bought a house, and he had brought her over to, with him. I said, "Who's that with you?" "Oh, that's my niece. She just came out of town." I said, "Really? Wow, that's nice." and I just started, said, "Are you going to be staying here? You looking for work?" I said, "Get me a resume. We got a lot of opening up." At the time, I was in corporate America.
Uh-huh.
I said, "We got a lot of jobs open. I can give you a resume to some of the management there and see, how we can help you get something."
That's how he got my phone
Okay,
number.
so you know what? Now, that Cal, I go into the mind. Okay, I don't listen to what people say. I listen to what they don't say. In the back of your mind, what was your plans? See, because this is how we as women get caught up. Y'all got these plans, and we just walk right into it. But see, you got it now, so you could tell me. In the back of your mind, all that resume, jibber jabber. Oh, for really? Oh, really? Oh, really? You thinking?
That's right.
You thinking?
That's right.
Okay, tell me what. Tell me.
Saying, "Oh, she is beautiful."
Aw.
I said, "Wow, she is beautiful, and she has a good personality." Because I talked to her for a while, and we start to vibe. I said, "I really like her, just being around her." So first, I really just wanted to be her friend. Honestly.
Honestly, for real.
Yeah, for real.
For real. Yeah, right.
I did want to be her friend, but then after we got closer, and I said, "Wow, man, this would be somebody I can actually marry." And
Were you looking for a wife?
No.
You wasn't?
Not at
No.
all.
Not at the time.
No.
Okay, so you really want to be her friend.
Just wanted to be her
Uh-huh.
friend.
Any
and-
benefits with the friendship that you wanted?
Oh, sure.
Okay, so you wanted to have a friend with benefits. Okay. But you really wasn't thinking about marriage at that time.
She was beautiful and sexy.
And she had all them hips.
Oh.
Yeah, man, I was like, wow. Came in the room and like lights came on in my head, you know. Yeah, so it's so I know there was gonna be something, but I didn't know where it would take us. But I know I wanted it.
But you know you wanted it. You wanted to taste it.
Yeah.
You wanted to try it.
That's right.
You wanted to feel it.
That's right.
You had already had plans for her.
That's right.
You walk right into it, Renee. See, I got to teach you some things.
You know what?
It's too late
not,
now, huh?
Not willingly. Because at first he was like, let's go out to dinner. I was like, no, thank you. No, I'm not looking for anyone. And he's like, you know what? I understand that. Let's be friends.
He got you.
I was like, what? Let's be friends. So that's how he
cool.
started it.
You cool.
Yes. He was
You
like,
cool.
everyone needs a friend. I understand you're going through some difficult moments right now. You're going to need someone to talk to. I can be that someone.
You see how y'all just play right into our emotions? You knew what you was doing, didn't you?
Yes.
Come on, Cal, tell us.
I did. Because at the time, I think she's coming out of a relationship. You know, and I said, hey, I'll be your shoulder. I'll be here to listen. I'm not here to take advantage of you. I'm just here for you.
And you really wasn't gonna take advantage of her, though.
I wasn't.
You really wasn't gonna. I could sense your heart.
Yeah,
You
I
really.
wasn't gonna take advantage.
No, but you wanted it.
I wanted to get her over that guy and that pain. So I was there to help her through that.
Because you had your plans.
That's right. That's right. So, yeah.
You know what? They gotta call you Cal the cool closer. Because you got
Yes.
you cool. You
Yes.
cool. But see, you walk right into it. You know, you walk right into it.
I did, because I did not see that. I was like, wait a minute.
We got a couple of minutes before we go to break. I want to talk about friendship. So many people move right into relationship. And I always, in my education, try to help them understand how to lay a foundation for a friendship, being yourself. Don't have all these inhibitions. Just relax, be you. So in you all's mind, what does it mean from a friendship before you get into the relationship?
My thing with friendship is respecting each other's feelings, respecting each other's space, and listening. So, I mean, and most women just want you to listen. And a lot of time, we guys, we don't listen. So I have to work on that area, and I'm still working that area. But yeah, she'll call me out on it. Tell me, you're not listening to me. I said, yeah, I know, I hear you, but I hear you.
But I hear you, but you're not listening.
Yeah.
So what is it for you, friendship?
I think for me, it was, having that person who's going to accept you for who you are without having any judgment, and just you being able to be comfortable, let your guard down, and being yourself. And again, that respect and also that trust.
Okay. Well, cool. You know what? You all have a mantra for your business about dollar, dead, or die. What's that mantra y'all say? Because I want to come back to it. We're gonna take a break, but I want to come back into that. What is that? Because I'll mess it up.
You can leave your family in debt, or you can leave your family with dollars.
Okay, say it again. You can leave your family in debt, or you can leave your family with dollars. But I think that's a good way to take a break. We're going to be right back. I want you to marinate on that. You know what I mean? Because Dee didn't speak it, Renee spoke it. So we're going to say Renee speaks you think, right now. But I really want you to think about it, because oftentimes we do leave our families in debt. And we don't leave them with dollars. And sometimes we can also leave them with dollars, but they're still in debt because they haven't been educated on what to do with the dollars that you left them. Did y'all get that? And I think that you all do a part of that piece as well. Am I right?
Yes.
Am I right? All right, so we'll be back. I am here, Dee Speaks You Think, right here, and Rolling Out Live with Cal and Renee Coakley from Coakley Financial Group. We'll be right back.
Hey, it's your girl, Lipstick.
And it's your boy Cognac.
And we are Lipstick and Cognac, your dynamic relationship duo, where we talk all things relationship every Tuesday
From 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
on rollingout.com and Rolling Out Live via Facebook. Y'all, what we talking about, Cognac?
We talk about it all. We talk about the cheating, the people that do right, don't do right, the people that might want to slap your head on your mama, your daddy, your sister, your uncle.
I don't know about
knowledge.
slapping my mama, but we gonna talk about it all, y'all. Make sure you check us out every Tuesday. It's gonna be lit.
It's going to
See
be a
you
fun
there.
time. Ow.
30 million people have been diagnosed with diabetes and 75 million with high blood pressure. Let's talk about the importance of cleaning the blood. 50 years of scientific research have shown that garlic, when taken in the right amount, can help to lower blood pressure, sugar level, and cholesterol, all while providing energy. How? through cleansing, regulating, and replenishing the blood. Garlic alone is powerful, but for over 41 years, we've discovered that by combining garlic, aloe, and parsley together, we help the body to clean the blood even better. You can clean excess sugar, cholesterol, and waste from the blood and promote better circulation. So don't delay. Do it today. Get your bottle of Gap Pills. Normally sells for $49.95, but if you use the promo word HEALTH, you get $10 off. Visit us at aloeheals.com or call us at 404-996-6942.
Hey, it's your girl, Lipstick.
And it's your boy Cognac.
And we are Lipstick and Cognac, your dynamic relationship duo, where we talk all things relationship every Tuesday
From 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
on rollingout.com and Rolling Out Live via Facebook. Y'all, what we talking about, Cognac?
We talk about it all. We talk about the cheating, the people that do right, don't do right, the people that might want to slap your head on your mama, your daddy, your sister, your uncle.
I don't know
down
about
knowledge.
slapping my mama, but we gonna talk about it all, y'all. Make sure you check us out every Tuesday. It's gonna be lit.
It's going to be
See
a
you
fun
there.
time. Ow.
Well, welcome back. Dee Speaks You Think. Real talk about life, sex, relationships, and all the good stuff that goes with that. Right here at Rolling Out Live, you all. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you stayed tuned in. And I want you all to share this with someone. Tag someone, text someone, let them know that Dee Speaks is right here live, because we got a great couple on here, a black couple that's right here from Georgia. Y'all right here. Right here. Renee or Cal. I got to keep remembering, put you first, brother. Cal and Renee Coakley, you know what I mean? From Coakley Financial Group. When we got off for the first segment, we really talked about I can leave you in debt, but don't leave you with dollars. Say it again. Because you all say, it has so much truth to it. Yeah.
Yes.
You can leave your family with debt, or you can leave your family with dollars.
Okay, you can leave your family with debt, or you can leave your family with dollars. Now give me the mindset behind that. Why you all? That's such a staple in what you all do.
It is, and we're actually doing a generational wealth summit with Keto Johnson. It's going to start next week, and
Okay.
that's what our presentation is on. And what happens is,
Talk more into the mic.
sorry, what happens is, unfortunately, we're not planning. So that's one of the things that we talk about is actually planning and preparing instead of reacting. Because a lot of times when you're reacting, then the decisions that you make are not going to be sound decisions, or they're not going to end up being the right financial decisions for you and your family. So if you're planning and preparing, then you're able to then make the decisions that are, you're doing it from a sound mind. You're doing it from a place of peace. You're doing it from a place where you're relaxed and you're not feeling pressured. So a lot of times, instead of us planning, we're reacting. So if you're leaving your family with dollars instead of debt, because if we're not planning for when we're no longer here, who's going to pay for the funeral? Who's going to pay? Who's going to pay for the repast?
That's the truth. That's the truth.
And we don't think about, the travel expenses. Some people say, our family. Well, Cal's originally from St. Thomas. But I have family members that live in Jamaica, and a lot of people say, "I want my body to go back home." We don't think about the expenses.
We don't think about the expenses of that. Yeah,
yeah.
And then we hit with all these, and I'm gonna be very honest with you, because I said that when I acquire another business, I want it to be a funeral home.
That's a good business.
Yeah, I definitely want it to be a funeral home, because I think that from an emotional standpoint and from a spiritual life or relationship standpoint, people are taken advantage of.
That's right.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? In their time of loss, in their time of grief, financially, they're taken advantage of, And so when you are hit with a loss, or when you're hit with that aspect emotionally, it does alter your thinking. It's like, man, because you got to get through it. I mean, even when I buried my dad, I was his only child, so I had to right then and there, and it was an unexpected death. I hugged him one day, and the next day he was gone. You know what I mean? And so it just hit me out of nowhere, and they don't tell you, okay, let's process this, where the body's going to go, what you want to do. I had to get some quick thinking. And so nothing really settles within your spirit and in your mind to after the fact. Right. And then I was like, dang, I spent too much money on that. Did I really have to take him to Tennessee and to Chicago? You know what I mean? Yes. But at the heat of the moment and in that time, you're making these quick decisions, and you need to be able to have that, I want to say that person who planted some seeds.
That's right.
Yes.
Because what happens is that when you fail to plan, your family can spend hundreds, sometimes even thousands of dollars. But if you put something in place, you're able to organize and plan everything out. So therefore, you know what it costs. So that money goes directly for that final wishes, which might be their burial or cremation, and leave something back to pay off any other small expenses.
So what you're saying is, let me sum it up in a nutshell. You have this insurance, but also don't look at it for that moment, the reason why you have dollars. Take the money that you have and use it wisely. Right. So after all the emotional stuff and the loss and the burial, you know how to take the dollars that you have, invest it even the more, and use it more effectively, that you may get out of debt as well and take your life to the next level.
That's right.
Did I say that right?
You got
Y'all
it.
need me to represent?
Yes, we do. Yeah.
It's true. It's true, because a lot of times what we're not looking at too is, we're leaving our spouse behind, but we're leaving homes that a lot of times they'll have to move out of because they won't have enough money in order to pay the mortgage. We have children that we're leaving behind that needs education. And so it's like, when you think about it and you put things in that perspective, then what's going on, you're like, okay, if I really love these people, one of the things I say is insurance equal love. Why not go ahead and take the time, and it's not that long, and just plan it out and make sure that they're protected. So when you're no longer here, they're able to go ahead and move through life. They're able to really grieve you. They're really able to think about how much they love you, and they can feel the love even from beyond the grave, because you'll no longer be here, but they're like, my mother loved me. Look at how she planned for this. She allowed me to really be able to grieve her, or even be able to just sit in the fact and celebrate her life, or celebrate their life.
Now, before we go into the more aspect of you all's relationship, I want to touch on one thing about this, because our children. Now, it's hard to take out things on your loved one's spouse, knowing that they 50, 60, going to be 70. But even what about our children? You know what I'm saying? Where we can invest in that. Not saying we're looking for them to die, you know, but the fact that we are having something in place for all of our loved ones. How do you all speak to your clientele about that? Because I know it's hard for adults, but now you're talking about take something out on my kid?
Yeah.
Yes. Let me speak on that. With a lot of our products, most of the insurance company have taught ahead. So we call those riders. So it's a good word. Said, hey, Ms. Jones, Mr. Jones, we have riders that we can add on your stepkids, your grandkids, your great-grandkids for less than a couple of dollars. And we can give them at least $10,000. So in the event something do happen, you know, you're not online asking for money. You know, we're not expecting your kids to die right now.
Yeah.
We're not.
Yeah.
But it's always good to have something in place. It's called planning. And they say, what's really? That's it? Yeah, let me get that.
Yeah. Well, you really did that smooth, didn't you? They really understand it, huh?
Yeah.
You know, because I mean, when my kids was growing up, I had, you know, one company where if it's accident, you get this. If this happened, preventive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had it stored with college. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, I just had money stored everywhere.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because you never know, life happens.
That's right.
And you can't do nothing but come out on the winning side.
That's right.
When you plan, when you invest, it's not to plan for defeat, but it's plan for success.
Yes.
You know, so even when she didn't go to college, I had me some extra money.
That's
you know,
right. That's right. There you
that
go.
I was able to use
Yeah.
in my hardship.
Yes.
You know,
That's
but
right.
if I did not plan and she did not use it for what I thought she was going to use it
Yes.
for, and she went to cosmetology school and esthetician, but I really had it for the university. But it also gave me an advantage that I could also invest in her, invest in my grandchild, invest
Yes.
in that. So it's just really about effectively planning.
Yes.
Effectively planning. Now, I want to get directly with Cal and Renee. Let's forget about all the insurance because y'all know y'all didn't see this coming. Did you plan to be in business with your wife?
No, we didn't plan it. It wasn't a plan. It was one of the things I said one day. I looked at the whole business and I said, baby, we need you over here. For the
So you was already in it.
I was already in it.
You was already in it.
Yeah.
Okay. You was working for yourself.
Working for myself.
Okay.
Yep. Already in it. And I said, for me to get to the next level and to shift, to get to the next level, I'm going to need you in here. I'm going to need somebody I can trust that got my back 100%. And that's how
You got some script on you. Where you from?
the U.S. Virgin Islands, St. Thomas.
Y'all got some script back there, don't you? y'all know how to just bring the words and just reel them on in. Baby!
Yeah, I did.
I need somebody. And you said, what did you say? What were you doing what were you doing with your life? And were you all married at this time?
Yes.
Yes, definitely. We were married. I had my license because I've had my insurance license for a long time.
Before him?
Yes.
Before him. Actually, before him.
Actually, before him.
Yeah, because I was a
Okay.
claims adjuster, and I remember talking to people on the phone, and we would talk to agents all the time, and they sounded so happy. And I was like, I want a piece of that happiness. I'm over here, and everyone I talk to is angry and mean. I want to be happy too.
So knowing that she was licensed, that was a plus in your book, wasn't it?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I could do it. Let me get my license.
So she had hers, but you didn't
I
have
didn't
yours.
have one yet.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
So I decided to also get my real estate license. So I was selling real estate, and he was like, you know what, I really need you. And I was like, you know what, I can put that on hold. Or, you know, if anyone calls me that knows that I sell real estate, of course, I'm going to show them houses, I'm going to close the deal. But not making that an active part of me marketing every day or me going out and really pursuing that business and just really helping to work on our business. Because this is our legacy.
Yes, right.
Yeah, it is. It
For
is.
our kids, their kids. And
So are
their
you all
kids.
teaching your kids?
Oh, yeah. They're in the office
Definitely.
all the time. If they're not in school, they're in the office with us.
And they're working.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is okay. All right. This is getting so good because this is right up my alley right here. Because I believe, you know, even what I teach from a spiritual life and relationship coach, and this is so hard, particularly from a religious mindsets of people, that we don't really understand the importance of legacy. Training our children and our children's children, that what we're doing right now, particularly as a black people, we're paving the way. Our generations are growing worse and worse when we're supposed to succeed. You know what I'm saying? Define legacy in your mind, in your own words. How do you see legacy, particularly as a man and a woman? Because I'm single. You know what I'm saying? And you all know I work in the business with my daughter. You know what I mean? And my whole goal for laying this foundation is that nobody would never fire them. You know what I mean? They will never be without. People could fire you from your job, but they could never fire you from your gift.
That's right.
Ooh, I love that.
That's powerful.
Yeah, it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? And if you tap into your purpose and you tapped into your gift that God has given you, you can eat for a lifetime because that's why he gave it to you. You know what I'm saying? So as a couple, just know with you all having children together, it ain't no steps.
Yeah.
You ain't going up under the basement. Yeah. How are you all defining legacy for yourself and seeing that, not just saying, oh, kids come to the office. Give me a visual of what you see.
Okay, for us, because the children have seen us work together for so long, automatically, like, they already know. Once I turn 18, I'm getting my insurance license.
No.
Oh, yes. I mean, it's funny because my son was torn between whether or not, he's like, well, should I be the appointment setter or should I be, I mean, he's serious because he's ready to work. And he's like, should I be the appointment setter or should I be like the receptionist so when everyone comes in, I greet them? I said, you're really good at greeting people.
And this is your son.
So,
yes,
he's just turned 8. So even with our daughter, what she does is she'll help Cal put folders together.
Organize the paperwork.
Yes.
Packages.
So you're really training them.
Oh, yeah.
You're really training.
They're ready. Well, they will be ready. And it's so funny because we were doing something and my son said, well, I want whatever toy it was. And I was like, do you have money? He goes, yeah, because I can make $500 a day selling life insurance.
Come on now.
And we just looked at him like, what?
But do you realize you all are training them to have a money mindset?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. And a lot of adults don't have a money mindset. Yes. And I teach people money is a mindset. Because you could have a lot of money and you could be broke.
That's right.
Oh, no, it is.
Because you don't know what to do with it.
It is. Right. It's funny because I remember listening to The Millionaire Mind in the car, and the 8-year-old was probably about 2 or 3. And they would, they have mantras that you would say. It was like, put your hand on your heart and say, I'm a money magnet. And he would do that. I'm a money magnet. And then he put his hand on his head. Money comes easily to me. So, and he would do it. I turned around and looked back at him. But, he loves money. And he could tell you exactly how much money he has in his bank account. Right. That's right. And he can tell you, oh, no, this is how much I had. And we opened a bank account for him. He got a statement the other day. He's like, oh, okay, so I got a little bit more money now.
Awesome.
So, so them being able to know that they're not going to have to depend on anyone to give them an opportunity. They can make their own opportunity.
Yes.
And with also, with our business insurance, we can pass our book of business on to our kids and generation.
Awesome. So that is legacy.
Yes.
That's going from generation to generation to generation. That's the way it should be. And so what do you think is, and I don't want to go into this myself, I want to hear from your opinion. What is the biggest barrier that's hindering us as a Black people from carrying that mindset? Because we are powerful.
Yes.
We are great. We are mega-minded. Black man and Black woman together is unstoppable.
Yes.
And this is why I am very empathic about spiritual life and relationship coaching, because we got to get ourselves together.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And for a woman to say, "Ooh, I don't need a man," that's a lie. We require you all. We don't need you. We require you.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? And for you all to say you don't need a woman, you need us.
Yes.
Okay?
I need her. I know that.
Look in her eyes and tell her you need her.
I need you, baby.
Come on now. I got a little moist on that one.
And I mean that.
Talk about it from your heart. Give him the mic. I want to give him the mic. Put it right there.
Yeah, because they always say that with every good man, there's usually back of a woman behind. Mm-hmm. My woman is right next to me. Mm-hmm. Mine is always next to me. Okay. She's my best friend. Mm-hmm. She's the person I go to that actually let me realize reality. Sometimes I can get outside of myself.
Mm-hmm. She bring you back.
Bring me back.
She bring you back.
Bring me back.
Okay.
And helps me to be able to speak the right way. When I say speak the right way, sometimes with men we can shut off with our temper, and so she said, calm down, take a minute to digest. So that's what I'm saying. She's there to support me through those kind of things, and I appreciate it, and I love her, and she's good to me. She gave me 2 beautiful kids. She got my back.
And she's always there when I need her. If I say, hey, I need this, I need that, she got me.
She got you. She
Yeah.
got you.
Yeah.
So many are watching right now.
Yeah.
And they may not have that mate. May it be a man or may it be a woman. But they're aspiring to have exactly what you have in their own way, in their own right. What give us some words. What would you tell us to do? How do we go about that? How do you get to cultivate something like what you're having? What you're saying, Cal, knowing this, and you saying, you know what? Calm down, be supportive. How do you develop this? This is what I'm saying. How do you develop this type of relationship? Because I know y'all get pissed off with each other.
Oh yeah. She'll get pissed off at me and be mad at me for a day and stuff. Can't even get a kiss.
You can't get a kiss.
Can't even get a kiss.
Can't get a kiss.
Oh man, I'm not kissing you today. I said, okay.
And that's huge because normally, like, we kiss whenever we're leaving,
Leaving,
or we come home.
Yeah.
So that's huge.
Yeah. So I don't get a kiss. I can't even get a hug. Nope. Don't touch me. I said, all right. But yeah, we do get mad at each other, but we don't let that, stop the whole, because we just upset. We're human. But and if I do something that hurts her feeling, and she tells me it hurts her feeling, I will apologize. Sometimes people don't want to apologize. Just an apology, and that's why I would say just apologize. I mean, don't let that ego and that pride get in the way. If you've done something wrong to hurt the other person that you say you love and you care about, tell that person you're sorry and mean it, and don't do it again. So those are the things that we do. But I would say this is my model. First, God is first in our life.
Yes,
That's the first thing.
Come on.
So you have to have some kind of foundation, something to go with. I know I was raised up in the church. I remember as a kid, my mom and dad, the Christian, grew up in the church. We used to go to church every day.
Yeah.
To me, I was like, Mom and Dad, why
It
are
wasn't
we
an option.
why are we going? Well, could you live here? I said, okay. And so as a kid, I didn't understand it, but I got to thank my mom and dad for putting that in us, because when things are tough, I got a place I know where I can go, right?
Yeah.
And I prayed about what I wanted. I prayed for a good spouse. I prayed for somebody that got me and that loved the Lord, and that's what happened.
And I'm hearing the fact it's so refreshing to my ears to hear that a man prayed for a spouse. Usually it's the woman pursuing you all. Y'all ain't trying to do nothing.
Yeah.
You ain't thinking about God. We try to drag
Yeah,
you
to
all over to
church.
God.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
But you prayed for her.
Yeah.
You wanted her.
Yeah.
You pursued her.
Yeah.
You knew you needed her.
Yeah.
And so it's a foundation that was laid in you even before you got to her.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah.
I'm just old school.
Yeah.
I believe still that the man can still take the lead.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know women are rising up. It's a women's movement,
Yes.
feminist movement.
That's right.
And we do all this. And I'm not knocking that. But I still believe in the order. I
Yes.
believe God, Christ, man, woman, you work together, but there's still a respect of order
Yes.
of what things, and you have to be the lead in certain cases,
Yes.
especially from a spiritual standpoint.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let me say this. He
Okay.
actually has a routine in the morning.
Uh-huh.
He gets up in the morning, he'll brush his teeth, and then he goes into like his man cave / office, and he prays every morning.
I know
Yes, before he has bread. And that has nothing to do with me. That's not me standing there. That's not me holding his hand. That's not me saying, let's do it together. That's him being responsible for his own spiritual life.
Cal, I didn't know that about you. You know I'm going to have you on one of my platforms speaking from a spiritual standpoint, right? I know you Cal the closer and everything, but you're going to close some souls.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
We're going to close some sales
Yeah,
and some souls.
yeah. My mom, rest in peace, has been gone 10 years. She always told me, Cal, you are the minister in the family.
Oh, come on now.
She anointed me many years ago, and I said, Mom, that's not me. But sometimes God got something special for you.
Well, we're going to take a break. But before we take a break, can I ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am.
You got a granddaddy? Well, on that note, we're going to take a break. Dee Speaks You Think right here on Rolling Out Live with Cal and Renee Coakley from Coakley Financial Group. Stay tuned. We're going to be right back and get more into their business about sex, life, and relationships.
Hey, it's your girl, Lipstick.
And it's your boy Cognac.
And we are Lipstick and Cognac, your dynamic relationship duo, where we talk all things relationship every Tuesday
From 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
on rollingout.com and Rolling Out Live via Facebook. Y'all, what we talking about, Cognac?
We talk about it all. We talk about the cheating, the people that do right, don't do right, the people that might want to slap your head on your mama, your daddy, your sister, your uncle.
I don't know about slapping my mama,
knowledge.
but we gonna talk about it all, y'all. Make sure you check us out every Tuesday. It's gonna be lit.
It's going to
See
be
you
a fun
there.
time. Ow.
30 million people have been diagnosed with diabetes and 75 million with high blood pressure. Let's talk about the importance of cleaning the blood. 50 years of scientific research have shown that garlic, when taken in the right amount, can help to lower blood pressure, sugar level, and cholesterol, all while providing energy. How? Through cleansing, regulating, and replenishing the blood. Garlic alone is powerful, but for over 41 years, we've discovered that by combining garlic, aloe, and parsley together, we help the body to clean the blood even better. You can clean excess sugar, cholesterol, and waste from the blood and promote better circulation. So don't delay, do it today. Get your bottle of GAP pills. Normally sells for $49.95, but if you use the promo word health, you get $10 off. Visit us at aloeheals.com or call us at 404-996-6942. With diabetes and 75 million.
Well, we're right back here. Dee Speaks You Think. Real talk about sex, life, and relationships on Rolling Out right here live. And you all, we've been having some great talk, great discussions. You all learning about life, learning about legacy, learning about how to not leave your family in debt, but leave them with a whole lot of dollars. You know, everybody like money, don't you?
That's right.
If you ain't aspiring for nothing else, everybody praying for some money.
That's right.
Okay?
All the time.
All the time. If you don't want nothing else, you want sex and money.
That's right.
That's the you know, that's what everybody wants. Okay, that's just real talk. That's real
That's
talk.
true.
You know, that's just
I
real
agree.
talk. But you know, it's got to be educated.
Yeah.
We have to educate on both of them.
Yeah.
You got to educate about sex. You got to
Yeah.
educate about money. So I want to get into your business a little bit because it's hard living with your mate, working with your mate, riding to everywhere you got to go with your mate, raising kids with your mate. All of that. It's easy sometimes when he go out the door, go to that job. She go out the door, go to that job. You come back, you do the formalities, but your life is together. That's the key word, all the time. Okay? I believe it's the most beautiful thing, though, that God could ever give us because that's how he created us.
Yeah.
You know, I was married to my husband. We were in business together, ministry. When you saw him, you saw me. When you saw me, you saw him. Ride in the car. We had about an hour and a half ride, getting into the office. You know, we lived like that for 12 years, you know, but pressure came in business, you know, and it shattered the marriage. You know, and greatly, well, see, I think I could take a little bit more in some cases than what he could, but the pressures from a man, probably not knowing how to handle the pressure, because in a business, things go up, go down financially. You're not going to get no financial, all the time, you know. I want you all to talk about it because you got your highs, you got your lows, your friends, but your husband, your wife, your mother, your father, your business partners, you know, and I think communication is so key to all of this, you know, because if you just harbor just an ounce of your feelings, you know what I'm saying? It can come and just bring so much distance between you all. How do you all manage all of this together? Be real, because I know you have them ups and downs. I know she can get on your nerve. I know he get on your nerve. You know what I mean? And it's good that we come here and say, oh, you know, we don't like to talk about this stuff. But let's keep it real.
Yes.
You know, because if I could do it all over again, I say that I wouldn't, but I know that I would. Being in business with my mate.
Yeah.
I believe this is how God created us, but we got to learn some things. How y'all deal with this?
You want to go first there?
Okay. Well, for us, one of the main things we had to do when we started working together was defining roles. So a lot of times he would want things done his way, and he felt like and I'm like, there are more than one way to do things. As long as I get to the end result, allow me to do this my way. So we had to kind of define those roles, define who was going to be doing what when it came to business. And then, you know what, this was also a lesson in trust too, because I was like, you have to trust me. You have to trust that I'm not going to do anything that it's going to put the company in jeopardy.
Was that easy for you?
No.
Why was it not? Speak about that for a minute.
Being real, because it seemed like, sometimes we guys, especially if you're in business and then you're running the whole thing, and then this other person, even though it's your wife, right?
Yeah.
Come in and say, hey, well, we shouldn't do it this way. Let's do it this way. I said, well, I've been doing it this way. And it's been working just fine. So that's why I'll say no. But I start to step away. Before it was a struggle, be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because, she was coming into my space. You know what I mean? And we as guys, we like our space. And she was coming in. Even though I asked her to come into business, but after a while, we start to get different roles. I found out what she was good at. I said, well, you run with that, babe. You run with that. I'll continue to run with this part.
Walk us through the process. How did you really, really relinquish yourself and say, I'm going to let her have it? What was your internal process? How did Cal come to that resolve? That I really got to trust her. It ain't easy, but I really got to do this. What was your internal processes like?
I said, because the way I'm doing it is not where I want to be. We want more growth. We want the business to grow more. We want to recruit more agents. We want to build our brand, and I can't do it alone. So that's what it was. So for us to grow, I needed help. Because by me doing it myself, I was growing, but it was at a slower pace.
Yeah. And God had given you your helpmeet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So by bringing her in, it accelerated the business, and we've seen growth.
Now, how did you handle that? How did you handle that once he gave it to you?
I thought he was going to say something else. I thought he was going to say I had to decide what I was going to do when she told me she was quitting.
Oh, you told him you was quitting?
Oh, yes. Packed up my stuff.
Did
said,
you?
I am quitting.
Oh, so that's how you relinquished it, really? Because
Yes.
you were scared to lose and she was going to quit.
Yes.
Let's be real. Come on, Renee. Come on.
I
Come on.
packed up my laptop. See, he forgot about that. I packed up my laptop. I took all my little things out the office, and I was like, you know what? You need to find you an assistant because I quit.
Yeah. See,
And
it's-
I was serious. I was serious. I don't think I went to the office for maybe, was it a week or was it a couple of days?
That was longer.
No, it was not that
It
long.
felt that longer.
It felt
It felt like it was a couple of weeks.
Okay. So you all went through this. Now, how did y'all handle this at home? Because now you got to go home with him. You ain't going to your place, and he's not going to his place. Now, all this going on. How was the interaction at home now?
At first, I was upset, and then I was like, okay, you know what? I may just hand everything right back to him. So I was like, here, you just take all your little stuff back. And he would try and talk to me about work. I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't work for you
Now, was you
anymore.
still loving him? Was you still making love to him? Was you still being kind to him?
I was
Did you go
upset
into your
for-
shell?
I was upset for a little
Because
while. I
women,
think
women be holding back the panani once they get
of
mad.
course.
Oh yeah. She held
Of
all that
course.
back.
Of course.
She held that back.
She held-
Oh
she
yeah.
did.
I remember that part.
You know it's power in the pussy, right?
Yeah.
She
I know it is. A lot of power. And women know it too.
Oh, so he did come home with flowers and a bottle of wine.
One of her favorite bottles.
See?
And what'd you
flowers
say?
and a bottle of wine.
I say, I'd love to have you back. I'm going to change my ways.
Did you really say that, Cal?
Yeah. I'd love to have you back. I'm going to change my ways, and I'm going to listen to you more.
Cal, I'm gonna be honest with you. I would have paid $1 million to hear my husband say that. Seriously, when the communication shut down, and for a man to humble himself, that's why I admired you. I knew it was something I like about you. For a man to humble himself, because so many of our black men are prideful, and the pride is hindering our legacy.
That's right.
It's hindering our dollars.
That's right.
It's hindering our business. It's hindering our relationships.
Yeah.
Can you imagine a man not having a woman like me, Cal?
I can't. I know your ex is probably crying, saying he messed up. He messed
That's a
up.
whole nother show right there. He's still trying to find his way out there. You know what I mean? But it's still a place where you got to humble yourself. Not humble yourself to the woman, but humble yourself really before God.
That's right.
Because we all mess up.
That's right.
And sometimes to just say I'm sorry for a man, and a black man to say I'm sorry to his wife, to his queen, to his woman, you feel like you're weak.
Yeah.
Did-
Yeah, I don't feel that way.
Okay.
I don't mind saying sorry. I really don't, because especially if I know I messed up. You know what I mean? And sometimes I'll tell her, you messed up. You need to come over here and say sorry to me. You do, because she's like a little stubborn. Oh, well, I say, yeah, well, you need to say sorry.
Now, do you hold back the
No, me? Nah, I never hold back. I could be
You
mad.
want yours regardless of it.
Yep.
Say you want sex regardless.
That's right.
Mad, not mad. But it don't change nothing with that with you.
Not with me.
See, because at the end of the day, it's all coming out the same. Okay, so Renee, he said, I want you back. He apologized. Now what did you do? And how did you all move forward?
You know what? I said, let's think about. At first, I was like, I'll think about it. I knew I was going back. After that, I was
you
like,
gotta give a man such a hard time?
I was like, okay,
Come on, Renee. Why you got to give him such a
know,
hard time?
I know, but I did, and one of the things that we said we were going to do was work more on the communication. So with us really working together. I feel like it's helped our communication. It's helped to really grow our marriage, and it's helped to really strengthen our marriage too.
It really does.
So that has definitely. So even just me quitting, we learned a lot in that process. So it was also maybe me being able to ease in a little bit better, or just maybe communicate what my goals were a little bit better. And just us being able to still say, okay, we might not agree with this or see eye to eye on this, but yes, come on, I trust you enough to go ahead and give you the reins and let you go ahead and take this aspect over, do that. So that I feel like it's helped our relationship a lot. Yeah.
Now, did you all have children before you came into the business together?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so the children was already here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now, how did you all filtrate and incorporate that with the roles of the parental roles and the responsibilities in the business, and then you have the house duties and all this stuff? It could just be a lot. How did you all manage all of that?
Good question. Because the kids got to come out. Because I believe in helping, so I pitch in as well. I'm one of those guys that pitch in. So if she's doing something with the business, I say, okay, I'll go pick the kids up.
Awesome.
We need to get some food. If I need to help wash dishes, yes, I'll do that. If things are getting out of hand at the home, if I need to be at an event with the kids, I'll try to find time to do that as well. So we try to balance work life. That's what we try to do, work and life. So by doing that, and relationship, and we try to find time for each other.
Oh, so y'all have y'all little date time?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah.
How do you get that in? Heck, I'm single and I ain't got no date time. How do you get that in? Well, I guess I don't need none.
He's
right?
been pretty good at that. He's actually, he'll find a babysitter.
You'll find a
and-
babysitter?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He'll find a babysitter. We'll go to the movies.
You
We'll
got a
go-
granddaddy? I'm going to ask you again. If I ask you again, I'm going to ask you got a great granddaddy. I'm going to go all the way back to 20 generations, okay?
So that's been helpful because
Yeah.
I know, especially with our business, a lot of times we'll have sales incentives, and we a lot of times we'll end up going on those trips. We'll have lots of sales trips. We've been to like Panama,
Germany,
Germany, Dominican Republic. So
Hawaii.
I look forward to those trips. And I look forward to those trips because that's like our alone time. So that's our vacation.
That's your,
Yes.
Away from the kids. And, I guess when you really like your spouse and you look forward to spending that alone time. And when we're doing this, like, I'm not talking about the kids.
Right.
And
And
I'm
are you
not
talking
talking
about
about
business?
No.
Okay.
No.
So you all know how to just shut
Shut it
down.
down,
Oh,
yeah.
You
I'll
all know how to
I'll
shut down.
He'll
So
say-
you the one doing the shutdown.
I will shut it
Yeah,
down.
she'll shut it down.
She'll
said-
shut down.
She said,
Yeah.
put the phone down.
Because I know for me, I talk business all the time. I could look at the trees and I'm like, I got another idea. I could take those trees and I could do this and I could make this money. And I know that I had to. I know now to learn how to shut it down. I know I overwhelmed my husband. I know that he was like, if this woman don't shut up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that was the first time I was ever engaged, you know what I'm saying, in a business with him, as well as coming home. And it was so intriguing, but you got to really shut it down.
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes we'll just sit on the sofa and we'll watch
a movie
TV
or
and
something.
he'll rub my feet.
Yeah.
And we'll just relax and just spend time together as opposed to we're not talking about the kids. We're not talking about business. We're just being us.
Who's
That's
the
right.
real workaholic, though, for real?
Callous.
Cal,
I
you
am.
are.
I am.
So how do you really shut that down in your mind? I know you're there with her, and I know you're rubbing her feet, and I know you're on date night, but how do you really teach me? How do you really shut that down?
I make a decision, a conscious decision, to put my phone on the side, don't look at it, turn it off, and just be attentive to her.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. And I think I'm ready. I'm learning that. I mean, I have learned that, and I think I'm really ready, to really, because I do it. People, like, even now, you talk to someone and they're like, oh, you always work it. And I said, well, I need a reason to shut it down. You know what I'm saying? If I don't go out on a date or whatever, I ain't gonna shut it down. But shut me down.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
That's right.
Take my laptop. I want somebody to man and say, babe, come on, let's go. Take charge. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
But sometimes they get so intimidated. I guess that's the word, because I don't mind shutting down because I know it needs it, but my mind will always keep going. And then sometimes I'm just still by myself and I'll shut down and just watch a Netflix movie by myself and drink some wine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Something with some men can get intimidated by powerful women. So what I can say to powerful ladies out there,
speak to us. Speak to all the powerful entrepreneurs. women.
Successful, strong Black women that's out there that notice that, why does nobody come up and talk to me? Why do the guys don't say, hey,
Because they don't, Cal.
I know they don't, because they're scared. They're intimidated by your success. They feel like they're not good enough sometimes. So we as men want to make sure we got it together before we approach you. So one of the ways, if you really want somebody and you like somebody, say hi.
Oh, I got to say hi.
Yeah. Say hi. Say hi to that guy.
You hear that? I gotta say hi.
Just say hi.
So I gotta go and be the closer.
Yeah, you don't have to close anything. All you gotta do is open your mouth and say hi. And you say, oh wow, she's talking to me. Me?
Are you serious though? For real?
I'm for real. Because a lot of guys, believe it or not, you see some beautiful, successful women that don't have a man next to them, because a lot of the guys are scared to talk to them.
All right, we're finna shut this stuff down right here. I'm finna go out here and say hi to some guys. Matter of fact, let me start on social media. Hello.
Look, you gonna have some folks sliding in your DM.
Oh yeah, right. Look, he has to be on purpose though.
That's right.
Seriously,
That's right.
He really has to be on purpose. And it don't have to be what I do, And I have learned that it's good to work together, but you don't really have to do the same thing. Like for you all, you're both insured, you both have the business and everything. That's a great thing. I don't think every couple have to model every person, but you do have to be on purpose. One of the very difficult parts is I have tried to talk to men, but they have their employees. And so an employee mindset is different than an entrepreneurial mindset. Yeah. Now that is not going to work. You know what I mean? Because that when they 9 to 5, and I've never been an employee, but I do learn how to be considerate, but they just can't understand my mind.
That's right.
They don't understand how I'm wired. So they definitely have to be on purpose and be an entrepreneur, because that employee mindset, we don't work hand in hand. Well, we're going to come right back. Dee Speaks You Think, about life, relationship, sex, real talk, and all the good stuff with Cal and Renee Coakley from Coakley Financial Group. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
High blood pressure. Let's talk about the importance of cleaning the blood. 50 years of scientific research have shown that garlic, when taken in the right amount, can help to lower blood pressure, sugar level, and cholesterol, all while providing energy. How? Through cleansing, regulating, and replenishing the blood. Garlic alone is powerful, but for over 41 years, we've discovered that by combining garlic, aloe, and parsley together, we help the body to clean the blood even better. You can clean excess sugar, cholesterol, and waste from the blood and promote better circulation. So don't delay. Do it today. Get your bottle of GAP pills. Normally sells for $49.95, but if you use the promo word HEALTH, you get $10 off. Visit us at aloeheals.com or call us at 404-996-6942.
Hey, it's
Cognac.
and we are Lipstick and Cognac, your dynamic relationship duo, where we talk all things relationship every Tuesday
From 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
on rollingout.com and Rolling Out Live via Facebook. Y'all, what we talking about, Cognac?
We talk about it all. We talk about the cheating, the people that do right, don't do right, the people that might want to slap your head on your mama, your daddy, your sister, your uncle.
I don't know about slapping my mama But we gonna talk about it all, y'all. Make sure you check us out every Tuesday. It's gonna be lit.
It's gonna be
See
a
you
fun
there.
time. Ow.
Well, we're right back here at Rolling Out. Dee Speaks You Think, real talk about life, sex, and relationships. You all, it's been a blast. It has really been a
Yes,
blast.
we've
It's
enjoyed.
been a blast. But you know what? It would be remiss of me because I met you all. We are a part of a mastermind group. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you talk about vision and you talk about legacy. You talk about in the Black community, but we have been a part of a mastermind group that has been spearheaded and headed, I say, by one of the greatest leaders and visionary leaders that I know. Okay?
I
Let's-
agree.
We agree. We agree.
we agree. Rick.
We
So,
agree.
you know, and before I say his name, you know, I want people to think about it. What if he did not step out and do what he did? What if he did not take this idea that God gave him, okay,
That's right.
and he did not implement his vision? We would not know each other.
That's right.
You understand what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
You know, so you see how it's so important that regardless of what your aspirations are, your ideas are, what your vision is, to talk about it is not enough. You got to step out and do it, you know.
right.
So we want to thank Lamar Tyler.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Thanks,
From
Lamar.
Traffic
Thanks.
Sales and Profit. You know what I'm saying? He is the founder, great visionary, great leader, you know, but it's entrepreneurs like us that he said, we got to get generational wealth. You know, he
right.
all about the dollars.
That's right.
You know, he all about the dollars. What has been your experience just from taking your life and your business to the next level with that?
I must say that I got to talk about the after party at the TSP Live events and game plan events.
Yeah.
The one that's coming up here in June.
Yeah.
But that's where a lot of the networking and minds and new ideas that
Yeah.
form. And it have really changed our business. We have created a brand from just that networking process. So it's helped us to grow, not just mentally, but also to help our business to grow.
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well,
yeah.
financially too.
And I don't think that that he understands this from that aspect, because everything I do is spiritually, but it's really helped me to grow spiritually as well.
Yeah.
Yes, it has helped me to grow
Yes,
spiritually.
This year I've had a lot of spiritual growth. We've had growth in our business, but I've had a lot of spiritual growth too. So, and I know that when we did our call, we did go ahead and say thank you to him. We did.
So we got 60 seconds, and we really thank you. And I'm glad, because Renee, I met you, and we got connected woman to woman, and then I got Cal. But I want you all to close out. I want you all to tell the people about your business once again, how they can find you, how they can reach out, because I believe the whole world needs you.
Definitely. Renee and Cal Coakley from Coakley Financial Group. You can go to coakleyfinancialgroup.com. You can find us on social media. We're on Facebook, Coakley Financial Group. We are on Instagram. We are on Twitter. And we are also on Pinterest, YouTube. So we're everywhere.
Everywhere.
We're everywhere. And we've also come out with a brand, which is the Closing Academy, where we teach people how to sell. So it kind of came from us selling insurance and teaching our agents. So we teach people how to sell, and we have some flashcards coming out on how to overcome sales objections.
So let me get this correct. If someone aspires to be in this industry and they want to grow from an entrepreneurial standpoint, a business standpoint, this is something that they can contact you all for, and you can help
Definitely.
develop them.
That's right. You
Okay.
can definitely do that.
Oh, they can work right with you, Cal.
Right with me.
I'm old school. Give them some phone numbers. Give them some addresses. Give them some stuff.
Yes, you can find us here in out of 3915 Harrison Road, Suite 100, Loganville, Georgia.
Yeah.
30052, Coakley Financial Group. Also the brand, the Closing Academy. Our phone number is 678-620-3636.
Get that number one more again.
678
Yeah.
620-3636.
36. I'm telling you, if you want to be in this industry, you cannot find a better couple that you can work with that can pour into you, not only just from a business standpoint, but from a spiritual standpoint, emotional standpoint, because at the end of the day, everything is hinged upon life and relationships. One of my things that I stand by in my standards is not about what a person does, is who's doing it.
That's right.
I don't go to anything because you just got any product, but I look at the person who got the product. I look at the person who's doing it. You know, if you all had a church, I would join y'all church, because you know what? You're together as a man and a woman. You know what I'm saying? Now, you might not be able to preach nothing, but but you know, and I think that sometimes
That's
we
right.
get so misled by the
Yeah.
words, and we don't see the model.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Thanks.
And I want to say kudos to you all. Keep doing what you're doing. I speak life into you. I speak long life to you. I speak prosperity. Even when your children are grown and their children and their children,
Amen.
you
Thank
all
you.
will live to see it, and you will see your legacy.
Thank you.
And you're going to be in great health. Not good health, great health.
Thank you.
Yes, you
Amen.
will. Yes, you will. Well, you all, it's been wonderful. It's been live. I am Dee Speaks You Think. I am Dunamis D. And if you need spiritual life, relationship coaching, prayer, mentorship, whatever you need, because at the end of the day, whether you're in business, whether you're in relationships, you still got to take care of your soul. You still got to take care of yourself. And I can be found all through social media at Dunamis Woman. And Dunamis is spelled Dunamis. And Dunamis D, you can always inbox me, and you can always find me at 1-855-BE Dunamis. Thank you all once again. It's been real right
Thank
here,
you.
rolling out live, and we'll be back with you on next week. God bless you.